himself and maybe land a spot in the late first round when really as a football player and a potential starting quarterback, I think he projects more as a second, third round pick.
Well, to that point, Todd, he's been on this show and said, I want to play quarterback in the NFL. There are opportunities in games and in practice situations like this week where he could get a look at other positions, an H-back, for instance. Do you ever expect to see him doing anything other than playing quarterback?
No, I don't. I mean, we've seen other guys. Antoine Randall was a perfect example coming out of Indiana several years ago. Decided, hey, you know what? I know I'm not going to play quarterback. I'm going to move to wide receiver, punt returner, and really help himself. Pat White last year had that opportunity and decided not to. And you know what? He played very well and helped himself. Wound up being, pick 41 overall in the draft. So when you look at the opportunity, it's obviously there, but he is determined, Tim Tebow is, to play quarterback, and so he's going to do that throughout this process, throughout the combine, and if a team wants to draft him as a potential tight end or H-back, they're going to have to work him out individually and get some of those skill sets from that individual workout.
I know from having you and Kuiper on yapping each and every week, your big board's constantly
yapping, huh?
I'm sorry, educating America. Obviously, a lot of players can make big moves still at this point. Two players, then, in your mind, this week, who could really impact their stock?
Well, so much of this week is, individual work, one-on-one, 7-on-7s. It really benefits the athletes. That's why I think Dexter McCluster, the Ole Miss running back / wide receiver / return specialist, has an opportunity to really turn some heads. Now, he's very much undersized. A Darren Sproles type, if you will, not even as big. He's 5'8" barely, and about 170 pounds barely. So he's going to have to show he has the quickness, the elusiveness, and the game-breaking speed to contribute at the next level as a hybrid-type back and someone who can return. And then the second player, for a different reason, is LeGarrette Blount, the running back from Oregon. We all know the story, suspended after the punch against Boise State in the postgame. He has to explain himself. He has to sit down with scouts from almost all 32 teams and one-on-one and really show remorse and show that he's not been overly coached and show that he learned from that and has matured as a man. And I think he can help his reputation in a lot of these one-on-one meetings and by having a great week of practice. Right now, I think he's a fringe draft pick. He has probably third-round tools, but I think he's going to have to work his way up from this point through the combine and into the draft through those workouts because he interviews very well. That's going to be the key, in my opinion.
And thus, the education continues. Todd McShay, all week from the Senior Bowl. We'll be talking to you. We thank you for your time.
All right, take care, Josh.
And still to come, Merrill Hodge loves the Indianapolis defense, but he loves no player more than that guy, Gary Brackett. Good enough to join us live here on SportsCenter when we return.